And I met you all on the way in, and so try to remember my name. This is Mrs. Sherman.
Hi.
And Mrs. Sherman works with the 3rd and 4th and 5th graders. This is Mrs. Lovely, who came down to help us. But at this time, we're going to introduce our principal, Mrs. Desai. You hear her voice every morning when we do the pledge and the announcements. So Mrs. Desai would like to talk to you for a few minutes, okay?
Good morning.
You can continue eating while you're listening.
You can eat, and you've got your juice, and I am so excited to have all of you come to our school. You're all new here. And I have to say, Mr. Staples, what a polite group of students. When you said good morning, they became quiet, and they looked at you just like they're looking at me, and you've got listening ears. And so we wanted to welcome you so you get to know some of the people here. As the principal, you'll probably see me coming into your classroom, sometimes at lunch, sometimes when you have special like music or reading, or I might even come out at recess. Because part of my job as a principal is to make sure that everybody is learning, is enjoying meeting and working with their teachers, and that we're all following the rules and expectations of our school. And right now you're all doing it because you're listening, your eyes are focused, your hands and feet are to yourself, and that is just so wonderful. And I'm hoping that you have many, many wonderful years here, because from kindergarten, 1st and 2nd grade, I'll be your principal, I'm Mrs. Desai. Then when you get to 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, you'll have Mrs. Brown. And then Mr. Staples is here as our adjustment counselor. He's here to help and support you. And then Mrs. Sherman takes over when you get up to the older grades. So welcome.
Thank you, Mrs.
Give them a round of applause for the wonderful food and things they got you. They did such a good job getting some juice and
Great.
Thank you, Mrs. Desai.
Mrs. Staples.
And I want to introduce Mrs. Sherman, and she can tell you a little bit about what she does, okay? So continue to be the good listeners that you just were.
I'm called a school adjustment counselor. So it's the counselor in the school for AFM. You know how you're all down at JFK and then sometimes you walk over here for the cafeteria, and then some kids have to go down to gym or to the art room or for reading. Raise your hand if you ever go down that way more. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Yes, these are two schools. Your side is called JFK, and that was after a president, John F. Kennedy. And then our side is AFM, and that was after, if I'm correct, a principal. Was he a principal in Blackstone?
A long time ago in Blackstone.
So he was a principal.
Yes.
Mr. Staples has always lived in Blackstone. He knows everything about Blackstone and everyone. So never say anything bad about anyone because he knows them all and he likes them all. Yes?
I live in Blackstone since I was born.
Oh, and you're a new student? How do you get to be a new student? Because you're in first grade. Where were you last year? Homeschool. Well, welcome aboard. I'm so glad you're here. And you told me you have Mrs. Langone. She's so nice. You're going to be so glad you're here. You got to wait 1 second. Yes. See, now I'm taking over on you. Yes.
Tomorrow's gonna be my birthday.
Oh,
Special day.
When I'm at home, I miss Mr. Staples.
I don't blame you, because he is so nice. So it's really about you knowing Mr. Staples, because he's your counselor to help you through. But for those of you that are in second grade, do we have any second graders? Yes. Next year, you get to be my customer over on this side, so you'll get to know me. But Mr. Staples is the counselor that you'll have starting off, and he's wonderful. Okay, so we'll let him talk.
Thank you, Mrs. Sherman. And I want to tell you all that Mrs. Sherman is a good friend of mine, and we work together on different things. And I'm so happy that she's my friend and I get to work with her.
Well, thank you.
What I'd like to do now is this. I would like, if you're done, to have you, we'll have a trash barrel and I'll get a second one. We'll clear up the tables and then we're going to go over and make a circle. Okay? All right. Sebastian, how about a little bit further so you're not in front
Well,
of
we
him?
moved them back a little bit so that we could.
All right, so Mr. Staples has some questions for you. All right, Mauricio, can you hold that question in your head and ask me later? Is that okay? Thank you, buddy. All right. Mrs. Sherman taught me this game. This is called a you stand up and you sit down game when we ask a question. Okay? And this is how we get to know each other. Okay? We're going to get to know you, and you're going to get to know each other. Okay? The first question I have is, if you're in the first grade, please stand up. Look around the room. We have a lot of new first graders. And we are so happy that you are here. What a nice group. All right, you can have a seat. Thank you. If you are in the second grade, please stand up. Okay, what a nice looking group of second graders that are joining us. You can have a seat. Now let's...
Then you know what I was thinking? What
What?
about kindergarten? Why isn't kindergarten here?
Does anybody know the answer why the
I gotta think
kindergartners
about
aren't
that for a
here?
minute. Why isn't yours here? Because you,
Sit
oh, I think you know. Why aren't they here?
Sit up right.
Because there's no new kindergarten.
No, they're all new, aren't
That's
they?
right.
You're right. Very
Yeah,
good. I had to
that's
think
right.
about that. I thought, what about kindergarten?
They're all new, that's
Yeah,
right.
they're all new.
Yes.
Yeah, great.
Yep. So here's a question to see if you were paying attention. Which grade has the most new students? First grade or second grade? Hands down for a second. Raise your hand if you think the first grade has the most new students this year. Yeah, did you see all those students stand up? Sure, good answer. All right, hands down. All right, the next question. Stand up if you have a pet. Oh, look at all the people that have a pet. All right, have a seat. Have a seat. Okay? When I might not name all the pets that are out there, but let's just do the more popular ones. Stand up if you have a dog. Okay, have a seat. Stand up if you have a cat. Whoa, good, some different people. Have a seat. I got one. Stand up if you have a giraffe. Mrs. Sherman and my friend have a giraffe. Do you believe that? No, no. We're just having fun. We're being silly. Can you sit up, please? All right, great. Does anybody have another pet besides, or stand up if you have something besides a cat or a dog?
Or a giraffe.
Or a giraffe. All right? Real quick, all right, just tell us one thing that you have besides a cat or a dog.
A bird and a fish.
A bird and a fish, thank you.
A fish and a lizard.
A fish and a lizard.
Fish.
You have a fish.
A cat, a dog.
You have a cat and a dog. Thank you.
A fish.
You have a fish. Yes. A rabbit. Do you take good care of your rabbit? Awesome. You can have a seat. Yes.
Guinea pig.
Guinea pig. I'm sure you take good care, huh? What else do you have?
Turtle and a fish.
A turtle and a fish. A lot of cool animals. And you have to be responsible and take good care of them, right? All right. That's right. Sometimes you have to take your dog for a walk. That's right. Okay. How many of you have, all right, you can stand up if you have brothers. Anybody have a brother or brothers? One or two or three brothers? All right, have a seat. Stand up if you have a sister.
Oh, wow. I got a brother and a sister.
All right. Have a seat.
I'm a brother and
Now,
a sister.
boys and girls, look at Mr. Staples. During this game, we're not going to have conversations because then it will take too long to play the game, okay? We're just standing up and sitting down so that we can all see, all right? All right. Stand up if you have brothers and sisters, both brothers and sisters, okay? Have a seat. Please stand up if you have no brothers and no sisters, you're the only child in your family. Is there anybody here that's the only one? Nobody. So you all have somebody else at home, a brother or a sister. That's good. That's good. And it's important that we learn to get along with our brothers and sisters. Sometimes we might disagree, but it's important because our family is the most important thing to us. So make sure you treat your brothers and sisters nicely, okay? All right, let's see. Stand up if you're 5. All right, have a seat. Stand up if you're 6. Whoa, have a seat. Stand up if you're 7. All right, have a seat. Stand up if you're 8. Stand up if you're older than 8. Of course, we're older, all right? All right. Sometimes when I ask a child how old they are, and they tell me, oh, I'm 7, I'll be silly, and I say, you're 7? I'm 8. And they look at me and they laugh, and they say, you're not 8. And I'm just being silly. Because part of my job, and one of the reasons I like to come to school, still, is because I love my job and I love working with people and helping people. And Mrs. Sherman does too. And that's why we're here. So we have to finish up and get you back to class. But I just want to share with you that we're so glad that you're here. I'll see first graders at recess duty once a week. I'll see you guys in the hallway. And I'm here if you ever need to talk about anything.
Let's see you at lunch.
Well, don't interrupt, okay, buddy? That's right, lunchtime. But I'm here if you ever need someone to talk to. I'm just here to help people. That's why Mrs. Sherman and I are here. We help children and we also help the teachers and the
Mr.
principal.
Staples is very nice to go to when you need help. He really is.
Okay, so if you have something that you want to talk about, then you find an adult or you can come and find me and we can talk, okay? So it's so wonderful to see you. And we have a little present for you on the way out. And they're pencils and they have smiley faces on them. Because when you use these pencils, I want you to think about how happy you are to be here in our school and how happy we are that you're here in our school.
We're very happy to have all
We
these
are.
new students. Last year, we only had a small group. We are so happy to have all of you
Yeah.
this year. That's very special for us. We're glad to
How
have
about
you.
if we have them walk back together by class so they don't get lost if they stay together?
Excellent